February the 23rd, 2026. Guys, you're looking at satellite image over the northeast, and this is an incredible storm. Look at the amount of moisture here that's being pulled in and wrapped and then slung ashore. Coming off the ocean, guys. Look at this Long Island. You're getting it head on. New York, it looks like a winter wonderland there. It doesn't look like the normal beaches or the normal area at all. I know it's colder up there and you get some snow and all, but this is a storm for the record books. Check this out. Again, and what's happening, guys, it's colliding with this much colder air along this edge right there. And notice the dip. Let me pause this right about here. Now, we got a dip right there, guys, and that is pointed right towards Florida, and it's unusual because it's going to be colder in Florida for the next few days than it is in Alabama and Mississippi, simply because of the direction and the arrowhead of this cold front diving. And guys, places like Nova Scotia and all, they're talking about 100-kilometer winds, so very fast, just like we're talking about hurricane force. And again, this collision section right here is going to be something to watch, because what's happening is you've got pressure building here, pushing ashore, pushing against this cold front. And you can see that the actual collisions right in that area there. You see that wave pushing out. So that's going to determine how much snow really gets into that upper part, I guess, of the Appalachian chains there. And peeling it back and looking at the whole nation, again, you've got flooding and all coming on over in the northwest, guys. The sun has not risen there quite yet. But look at the amount of moisture. This was pulling across Florida yesterday. We were talking about it. Now it's down into the Bahamas. You can see this colder air pushing everything offshore. I've been in this kind of water offshore in this type of weather before. It looks very calm along the shore because everything's being pulled out, guys. But as soon as you get just maybe a half mile or so out, you're in some terrible chop. And I found that out a couple of times the hard way. And this is Tom Holman sending a message, guys, to Times Square. Check this out. We saw it yesterday. You got some workers here trying to get these steps cleared out. This snow machine here is going back and forth in this area. I've been watching it just a little bit. Wind's coming in. You can see the flags there. But again, this is a lot quieter than what we saw yesterday. It's cold. It's wet. And it is very uncomfortable. Now, this is Atlantic City, guys. The boardwalk down there, and this is from the Resorts Casino Hotel. They're saying 30 degrees, high today 40, feels like 17 right now. Snow, winds coming out of the north, 12 miles per hour. Check that out. You can see the ocean looks very cold right here. If you go further south, get out into the Carolinas, you're not going to see any waves. You saw all of that wind blowing offshore. That is very smooth, but it's deceiving. But it's just bringing more snow. Look at it right here. You can see it against a black backdrop. Obviously, they have not lost power, but these poor palm trees, I don't know if they're going to make this or not. The planet tilted forward. That moved everything north. And what we're seeing is the results of that. If you were looking out far enough in time and we kept seeing these type of events, we would be moving into something very similar to what was happening around the Younger Dryas period, and that is a mini cold spell or mini ice age, whatever you want to call it. But if this pattern were to continue, that's what we would see. We're seeing more and more storms, more activity, more records broken, but we're getting into that time. Now, last night, let me say something. I said this was the highway, but this is the actual boardwalk. It was covered with snow, so I apologize for that. But this is the actual boardwalk you're looking at, and of course no one's out there, but it's just frozen solid, almost like a picture in time. And this is what our map looks like. Now, one of the differences that we're seeing is this cold weather, this freeze warning in Florida is extended through most of the state. South of that freeze warning, you've got high wind or red flag warnings. You've got freeze watches and cold weather warnings, again, with gale force winds offshore. But this is what I was saying. Remember, we were seeing that tip of the Arctic vortex kind of point this direction, like it was going to move right through here. And now we just had these freeze warnings in the very northern section of Florida yesterday, but now because of this dip, again, this is going to be another blow to the citrus crop or whatever is growing in this area. You're going to have more iguanas falling from the trees, things like that. So be aware of it, guys. You definitely are not used to this type of cold this far south. Look at that. Wow, freezing. That's again, that's why I'm saying the planet is shifting. And now each continent, as the Earth rotates, is in a different area. Now, here's the latest update. It's 8 a.m. Central here, about 9 a.m. on the East Coast, but they're saying the nor'easter live updates. Blockbuster blizzard knocks out power to 500,000 plus across just the I-95 corridor, guys. New York City faces its first blizzard warning in nearly a decade, with widespread disruption expected Monday. Emergency operations are underway from Delaware to Rhode Island. Think about that, 500,000 just in the I-95 corridor. Again, 500,000 waking up without power, some with feet of snow at the doorsteps. And this is after this nor'easter delivered blizzard conditions to millions. After a night of heavy snow and winds up to 60 miles per hour, snow is forecast to continue through Monday after the storm strengthened into a bomb cyclone. Snow totals in parts of New Jersey have surpassed a foot and are continuing to climb. Travel is at a standstill across the I-95 corridor, with travel bans in place across the tri-state area. I hope there are some adults that watch the weather in this area that we're talking about. They shouldn't have to issue travel bans. With the media reporting, with social media reporting this type of snow event, and you still want to get out and drive, well, that's on you guys, but please quit watching Netflix. Just turn on the weather for just a moment before it, especially during storms, before you go out and get stuck in it and cause first responders to have to try to get you out, risk their lives, because for some reason your head is not in the right place. And going north of there, Massachusetts is getting blasted with 65 miles per hour winds, whiteout conditions. Snow is out, or power, is out in Plymouth County for more than 30,000 customers right now. All the states there are getting hit, guys. New Jersey's got power outages as a statewide travel ban takes into effect. That's great. This ban is now in effect in New Jersey as conditions continue to deteriorate along the Jersey shore. AccuWeather field teams have reported blizzard conditions in parts of the region. In neighboring New York, a travel ban for all non-essential vehicles is also in place in New York City through Monday. They need more ice, not snow. Power outages across New Jersey are increasing into the night, with the highest numbers reported in Atlantic City and Monmouth counties. And Aaron Jack has this on his X channel. He said there must be at least 100 plows working just this little town of Hazlet, New Jersey tonight, as snow falls at 1 to 2 inches per hour. It is a remarkable number of plows, and I've never seen so many before during a winter storm. Guys, they're fighting against the impossible when you've got that much snowfall. You can run as hard as you want to, but until it stops, then you're going to have a hard time keeping it up. And remember, Wednesday through Thursday, the cold sets back in, and another cold front, possibly snow, will be involved with that. And Aaron Rigsby puts this up on his X channel. It says, monster flakes falling and rapid accumulation in Atlantic City, New Jersey. We saw that with accidents stacking up. Guys, don't get out in it. Don't be foolish. Cause other people to have to come out there and save you for being naive. And guys, in New Jersey, you don't see this a lot, but they've reduced the speed limit to a maximum of 35 miles per hour. This started yesterday at 3 p.m. on Sunday. It's continuing now. So at least abide this speed sign, because it may give you enough time to stop before you slide into the rear of somebody or slide off the road. Again, you don't need to be in it. This is the weather that wasn't very many decades ago. You didn't want to travel. You didn't have the ability to do it, and it was just not worth it. It was time to get firewood, some food and water supplies, and hunker down. Now, Governor Dan McKee of Rhode Island, he has declared a state of emergency ahead of the blizzard conditions expected to impact our state tonight. Now, this was yesterday. He says, I'm issuing a commercial travel ban starting at 5 p.m. and motor vehicle ban starting at 7 p.m. on all roads until further notice. Travel conditions will be dangerous to impossible with little to no visibility, guys. And he says, stay safe. So they know what was coming. They know it's going to last in through tonight. So don't let your guard down. And if you get a break Tuesday with a little bit of sun, remember, you've got that storm following right on the tailcoats of this one. But guys, we're watching it. You watch it again. Stay safe, stay warm, stay off the roads. Check on your friends, your pets, pipes, and plants have to be taken care of. Things like your antifreeze, Florida, and your vehicles. Things like that. You want to check them, top them off, and all that. Redo it if it needs doing. Don't let a block bust with the cost of a motor these days. Anyway, we're watching it, guys. You watch it. It's a heads up. Be safe.